So apparently, Tesla hates black people.
This video is brought to you by the Spider Combat Arena. Support the Kickstarter today.
Oh my goodness. So if you haven't heard, Tesla is an anti-black company. This isn't me pulling this out of my butt. This isn't my feelings. This is just facts.
Damn.
Tesla has apparently been hit with a litany of anti-black discrimination lawsuits, one after another, after another, after another. Now, this goes to show as an example of why Twitter is being ran into the mud. This goes to show why people can say the N-word, they can post, anti-black racist posts constantly over and over and over and over and over again, and nothing happens. Literally nothing happens, because under their umbrella of free speech, that's okay. You can attack black people on Twitter all day, every day until your fingers fall off. You say something about Jewish people, that's gonna get you yeeted. Okay, the ADL is gonna give Elon a call, and then he's gonna have to do an apology tour, start going to Netanyahu and everything, saying I'm sorry, I didn't know. That's what's going to happen. Now, what recently happened with Elon, I did a video on this, was that the whole misgendering policy. So as you can see, and as what is emblematic of what's going on in the Republican Party, they will cater to, as far as Jewish people, right? Even though the Republican Party is predominantly Christian, and Jews aren't really fond of Christians, okay, or of Jesus, especially when you look into the Talmud and everything. In addition to the alphabet. What happened to the Republican Party? They are now embracing the alphabet and giving the middle finger to black people. Now, if that is not the craziest, most anti-black thing I've come across in politics, I don't know what to tell you. It's been a while since I've seen that level of anti-black hatred, where it's like you're willing to completely circumvent your own ethical standards, your own morale, okay, your own principles, just to not have black people, just to not be around black people. But stranger things had happened. When it comes to Tesla, what recently has happened is that 6,000 black employees of Tesla have been given the green light to sue Tesla. And y'all know how I feel about Tesla. It's crazy, because I was at first going to get a Tesla, because once I figured out, I was like, oh, you can hotwire this, and, circumvent, the app and all that. I was like, okay, bet. This is awesome. This is kind of like having a PC. But once I found out about these lawsuits and everything, that's a no for me. That's a no-go for me. I'm not going to give any money to someone who's overtly anti-black and has a whole bunch of anti-black lawsuits pending due to his discrimination practices. Not going to happen. I don't like how Elon's running Twitter as is. So I'm sure as heck not going to give him any more money. Hopefully the company goes bankrupt and this person, is on a rocket ship to Mars, because that's the only place he can go. Nevertheless, what has happened is that the judge has given them approval, and they're suing Tesla for racial discrimination, for slurs that happened, graffiti that they had to deal with, and other anti-black aggressions that happened to these workers. And guess what? Tesla didn't do anything about it. When confronted, Tesla didn't do anything about it. Now, here's the thing. You could say, well, this is he said, she said. Luke, this is just he said, she said. I hear you. You want to know what's gold? Is that we already had this case. That's the funny part. A man named Owen Diaz, a black employee, said the same exact thing that is being filed in the class action lawsuit. And guess what happened? He won the case. Listen to me. He won the case. And matter of fact, it was a whopping over 132, I think something $million he won. Here's what happened. Here's how anti-black this country is, unfortunately, is that upon winning the $100 and something million, right? Because that's a false victory. What they then go and say, well, that award was excessive. I kid you not. They said that the award was excessive. And instead of the $100 and something million, they then give him, I think it was like a 3.2 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. That's what imagine winning $100 something million, and then the judge going, you know what? Nah, that's too much for you. You get 3.2. That's what you get. That's crazy to me. But nevertheless, that's what happened. And do you know what he sued for? Do you know? The N-words, there were swastikas all over the place. They were, everything that the class action, this is what he sued for and won.
told the court he faced a hostile work environment where employees drew swastikas and racist graffiti on bathroom stalls. What? Where coworkers told him to go back to Africa and ethnic slurs were heard routinely. Huh? Diaz says nothing was done to stop it, quitting after roughly 1 year on the job and ultimately suing.
One! Mind you, one. That goes to show you that Tesla embraces anti-black hatred. That's what it goes to show you. And that's not far-fetched given as far as, once again, how he runs Twitter, how he runs his platforms. Anything, I guarantee if it was an anti-Semitic claim, I guarantee they would have handled it just like that. I guarantee if it was some type of, oh, this is anti-white, I guarantee they would have handled it just like that. 100%. Okay? But no, they thought, this anti-black saltine thought that, I can get away with this, right? I can get away with this. Anti-black, they just want to cry, wokety woke, right? Sure enough, hurt him in his pockets. And that's what needs to happen. You need to hurt these people in their pockets because that's the only language they speak. That's the only language they speak is money, unfortunately. That's the reason why they have commercialized us as a race, because they are greedy, demonic, wicked individuals. That's what they are. The lineage of evil. I constantly say that because it is true. It's a lineage of evil. That's why we were over here to begin with. Labor. Labor for what? Money. To make a profit. That's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They don't care about their family as long as they're fine and situated correctly. These people are wicked. They are evil. Okay? So when you come across cases like this, I find it interesting that I haven't heard not a word on it. I haven't had a word. Maybe you've heard something. I haven't heard anything. Okay? All these people constantly keep bending over for Elon. Oh, Elon. In the meantime, between time, this man is a complete freaking complete racist, an anti-black racist. And the reason why I have to preface it with anti-black racist, because now they say anti-white racist. They're just, bro, there's not an original bone in their body. just not an original bone in their body. And history is clear and present day of that. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, Lucas, you got this all wrong, okay? They're just suing to sue him, all right? They want to strike him down because he's telling the truth. He's fighting for free speech. Or if you have believe, listen, how are you also falling for the whole free speech narrative? Huh? How'd y'all fall for that? We had the whole ADL situation going on. Now we have the misgender policy happening. What are y'all talking about free speech? This man does not care about free speech. He doesn't care about y'all. Like I've said time and time again, they utilized the PWT, just as Lyndon Johnson said, to make a profit, to turn a profit. They turn a profit on low IQ, ignorant, white ignorance, and their bias against black people to turn a profit, to make themselves rich. That's what they do. Bruh, it's the same playbook they've been using since we got here. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which are typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Is Elon Musk a hero of free speech, or is this man an anti-black racist who will get his eventually? Eventually. Share and subscribe, and that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. They just want to cry, wokety woke, right?